Weston Steelhammer and Jalen Robinette both enjoyed record-setting careers at the Air Force Academy. Now the two Falcons will team up in a college football all-star showcase. I am Jesse Kurtz in the Mountain West Network studio, where we're pleased to be joined by the two Air Force All-Stars live from Tampa, where they will take place in Saturday's East-West Shrine game. Let's start with you, Jalen. How special is it for you to be down in Florida, to be representing the Air Force Academy, and team up with a fellow teammate in this big game?
Well, Weston and I were really honored to be able to represent the Academy in this one of the second oldest games in America, one of the second oldest bowl games. So, it's a huge honor. It's been a lot of fun down here. Getting to know the new teammates along with the staff is amazing too. So we're really enjoying ourselves down here in Tampa.
Now, I know you're one of the most competitive guys I've ever watched at the Air Force Academy during practice. At these practices, at the East-West Shrine game, you're going up against some of the best players in America, in front of NFL scouts, in front of NFL agents. How cool has it been for you to test your skills against some of these guys in front of those eyeballs?
It's a great opportunity. Every guy on the team is just as competitive as I am, and it's fun to be able to battle against guys from different conferences and get to butt heads with them as well. So it's a great opportunity to be able to face up against the best of the best and showcase that talent to the scouts. And, it's a great opportunity to be associated with that. We have great coaches, great staff, and even the players too. I mean, we've gotten along pretty well. So I'm just happy to be a part of all of this.
You cemented your legacy at the Air Force Academy as one of the all-time greats, breaking Ernie Jennings' record that stood for over 45 years as the all-time receiving yards leader in Academy history. When you enrolled at the Air Force Academy in a run-first offense, did you ever expect to have that sort of impact as a wide receiver?
Initially when I came to the Academy, it was kind of that feeling of being a little fish in a big pond. So, I didn't really, foresee myself, even cracking the top 10 of those leaderboards there for receiving yardage. So, but my coaches and teammates put me in the right positions and gave me the opportunities to make big plays, and most of all get all those wins we got. And eventually, I've never really been one to pay attention to stats, but eventually I got to that level, and that's a huge honor to be able to put myself on top of that list. And as you mentioned, the great Ernie Jennings. I mean, it's just it's weird to mention my name with him.
No question, but you're certainly in that conversation. The last time we saw you and your Falcon teammates on the field, you guys were something special in the second half of the Arizona Bowl down in Tucson. You scored 42 unanswered points. You got a long touchdown in that game. How exciting was that for you to wrap up your career with that senior class in a fashion like that?
Well, like you said, we had that huge comeback, and I think that kind of sums up our team and our senior class. How tough we were, and we never quit even when we were down 21-3. And we all we needed was a little spark and a little, hey guys, like just hang in there, and once we get something to pop, then we'll get it going. We had a huge turnover, and from there the momentum just kept shifting in our way. So that was a great way to go out, especially for my brothers, my teammates. You couldn't ask for a better ending.
Jalen, you have one more time to put the Bolt helmet on your head and get out there and play some college football. Appreciate you making some time, and good luck in the East-West Shrine game on Saturday.
Thanks, Jesse.
Time now to turn our attention to the defensive side of the ball and bring in all Mountain West safety Weston Steelhammer. Weston, a big part of the week down at the East-West Shrine game involves attending a Shriners hospital and bringing some cheer to the kids that maybe need it the most down there. What will you take away the most from that experience?
Yeah, an experience to say the least. We were only there for such a short period of time, but it was awesome. I hope we were able to impact their lives in that short amount of time as much as they were able to impact our lives in that short amount of time.
Well, you've been honored for your work on and off the field. You're a great humanitarian on behalf of the Air Force Academy, and that led to that Lot Impact Award finalist. You got to go to Los Angeles and represent the Air Force Academy. What was that experience like for you to be with some of the best players in college football who not only are great football players, but great leaders off the field?
Yeah, it was nice to be recognized for what we do on and off the field. I'm not the only one that does that. Our whole team finds a way to make an impact on and off the field. Being with those guys out there in California, it was an experience to say the least. Like you said, some of the best players in the country. All three of those guys are very down-to-earth people. It was a very well put together event, and just very humbled and honored to be able to attend it.
You're a three-time All-Mountain West performer for a reason. You always find a way to make an impact on the football field. What's your game plan and what are your expectations when you hit the field at Tropicana Field on Saturday?
Yes, sir. So, what a week it's been. The coaches have done a great job. As a secondary, I think we're starting to gel at the right time, and we got to be at our best on Saturday. We all came down here looking for competition, and it's been every bit of that. Play in, play out. Everyone's trying to give their best, and I think we've gotten better each and every day. So I'm excited for Saturday, and looking forward to it.
Well, like Jalen, you left a major mark on Air Force football in your career, 18 interceptions, and you made the record 18th career interception, breaking Tom Rotell's 30-plus year record in a bowl win. Could you have scripted a better end to your career where you're named defensive MVP in your final college football game?
I think for all of us seniors, we couldn't have wrote a better ending. Getting to win 10 games, no matter who it is an accomplishment at that. And being able to go out on top, our last game as seniors, that's exactly what we were all trying to do. And like you said, it's definitely a good way to write it off.
You talk about those seniors, your story really is just beginning. In the spring, you'll graduate from the United States Air Force Academy, be commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Air Force. What will you take away as a student athlete at the Air Force Academy? Football aside, what will you remember the most?
I think the one thing that sticks out more than anything is the relationships and the friendships I built. Obviously, going through a military academy, you go through a lot together, both on and off the field. And over the 4 years, I think those relationships and those friendships that I built will last a lifetime. I'm excited to see where life takes me, where the good Lord takes me come graduation. But, I know those people that have helped me get to where I am today will be there every step of the way. So.
Well, Weston, you've been very exciting to watch on game day, but most importantly, you've been a great ambassador for the Air Force Academy and the Mountain West in your 4 years. Good luck in your final college football game on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Weston Steelhammer and Jalen Robinette from the United States Air Force Academy, 2 of the 6 representatives from the Mountain West in this year's East-West Shrine Game. They'll be joined by Wyoming's Chase Roulier, Taekwon Glass of Fresno State, Kevin Davis of Colorado State, and Calvin Munson of San Diego State. You can watch the 92nd East-West Shrine Game live from Tampa on Saturday, January 21st at 3 o'clock Eastern Time on NFL Network. From the Mountain West Network studio, I'm Jesse Kurtz.